here. The last time he was in this arena, Edwards, Gobert, and Randle. Officiating crew, we're underway. Lights out in Game 5, 53% from the field.
And you see a little bit of a change here. Rudy Gobert opening on step Castle. Randle playing Wembanyama right off the bat here and being very, very physical with him.
And Castle missing from the outside. Timberwolves were at 39% on Tuesday night in that loss in San Antonio. Edwards will see if he has a pep in his step here, and he turns it over.
Not seeing a double team the first time he handled it. So some changes on both sides as Fox.
De'Aaron Fox averaging 25.3 points per game on the road in the playoffs in his career. Randle has been searching for his offense. McDaniels, the pull-up pop, doesn't go. And Castle grabs it.
Castle has just been incredible in the playoffs.
17.6 assists in Game 5. Champagny, no. Long rebound. Castle got his hands on it, and there's a foul called out.
Really cannot afford.
Lob and jam. Wembanyama tickling the clouds.
Well, the chemistry that has developed over the 2 years with Castle and Wembanyama has been incredible.
Randle trying to muscle his way around Castle. Randle takes it in, and a strong finish at the rim.
Well, that's something that Chris Finch wanted. He wanted them to go at the rim. He doesn't want a lot of the floaters.
Castle nails it from long range, and an 8-2 advantage for the Spurs.
Well, those are going to be wide open if they're going to play him with Gobert.
DeSumo denied by Wembanyama, and they're going to count it goaltending. Fox on the outside, gets around DeSumo and lays it in. Wow. San Antonio, number 3 in offensive rating in the postseason, number 1 in defensive rating.
You see again, no double team to start on Edwards.
And Edwards is fouled by Castle.
To his left hand, and sort of a soft foul call on Castle. Those are the shots right there, though, that Chris Finch does not want. The runners and the floaters.
Oh, Castle! Spurs open up 5 of 7 from the field. This is another slow start for Minnesota. It has plagued them in this series.
When you see Wemby not in a drop, when
Randle on a fade, too strong. Rebound is out of bounds, and Minnesota will.
Guards, particularly Castle and Harper, beat you with speed on the offensive end, beat you with physicality on the defense.
Off the inbounds, Fox protecting, kick. The jumper is good. It's Vassell with a downtown hit.
But it starts with, again, the guards for San Antonio just living in the paint.
McDaniels gives it up. DeSumo takes the baseline but misses on the runner.
But it's those runners and floaters Chris Finch thinks have been bad for his team. Either wants to get to the rim or spray it out.
The step in and steal. Edwards will put it down. Chris Finch told us he was himself again. Loud, boisterous. Castle from three-point territory.
That's his second one. They've decided to play him with Gobert. Those shots are going to be there. He's now shooting over 40% in the playoffs from 3.
DeSumo tries the zigzag, and there is a foul.
In the playoffs, coming off a game 5 with 17 and 10.
Edwards. He banks it in, and the foul. A fadeaway. It was actually a surprise when he... And the 2 days rest certainly working to his advantage as Game 5 was held on Tuesday night.
Well,
foul out front.
Edwards still not at 100%.
Minutes in each of the last 3 games. Julius Randle said they've started calling him Wolverine because every time it looks like Ant might actually be hurt, he somehow gets right back up, guys.
And Gobert knocks it away from Wembanyama. Edwards drives, floats, short. Gobert couldn't grab it. Off the knee of Wemby, hits the deck. Edwards is there. The ball was out of bounds. And Minnesota will.
Already shot 3 of those floaters that he doesn't want to see, and now here they are going small.
Terrence Shannon in, so is Naz Reid. Shannon rims out on a triple. He was a question mark in this game after suffering a head contusion. Harper, the handles. Oh, nice little hesitation by the rookie.
Well, and again, the Spurs guards living in the paint. I think the key defensively for Minnesota, everybody focuses on Wemby. No, it's about keeping those guards out of the paint.
Keldon Johnson in the game, the 6th man of the year. Randall can't hit the floater, follows, and draws the foul.
Well, and it's all threes and paint, and it's those.
Series opener, but it's been a struggle since. That was a Minnesota victory. Stole one against San Antonio in game 1. Castle, they're not there. And Castle takes advantage. A chance of 6 minutes of the opening quarter. 11 points.
Now, this guy has become one of the best players in this league, and we've really seen it come out at playoff time. And they have just been unable to keep the guards out of the paint this entire series, and certainly here again in the first quarter tonight.
Spurs up by 11. Edwards draws a lot of attention. Ball movement. Reed's going to have to do it himself. Fires and hits.
I'm going to keep these guards out of the paint.
Harper swing. Castle sets it up. Wembanyama on a kick. Vassell can't hit the 3. Reed couldn't gather.
For him, but he created that 3, and Naz Reid finished the play.
Julian Champagnie is in. Champagnie got a piece of it, takes it away from Edwards. Spurs are running. Johnson on a spin. Johnson in the paint, upstairs for Wembanyama, who guides it in.
Well, there's nothing you can do about that lob, but Edwards has got to cut the turnovers. Already his 2nd one tonight. I don't feel like either one of them were forced.
Hard cut. Naz Reid scoops it home.
But again, that's created by the small lineup. Wembanyama was out on the perimeter guarding Dosunmu, and that opened up the 3.
Nice step in there by Shannon, creating a turnover. Dosunmu, attack mode, deflected by Wembanyama. He's a human wall. Reed, ball fake. Reed 3, put it on the board. Your life. Cornette is in for San Antonio, so Wembanyama will get a breather here. High-level shot making so far. Spurs lead by 5. Keldon Johnson, give it up. Castle's at the hot hand and connects for 3.
Oh my gosh, 3 for 3. The idea that you can give Steph Castle 3s, that's out the window now.
Mike Conley in the game for Minnesota needs some help. Edwards against Harper. Fendoff, lined it up. Hits the heel. Cornette with the board.
And I like Mitch Johnson's decision in this game to not double-team Anthony Edwards right off the bat.
Quick jack from Champagnie. Does Edwards have another gear? We're not going to see it because the ball 11, currently up by 8. Terrence Shannon Jr., 2nd year in the NBA. Edwards, contact, couldn't finish. Cornette took the hit. Long rebound, Fox ahead. Johnson trying to force the action on the spin. Missed it on the interior, and it's out of bounds. San Antonio game. Champagnie, the cutter, Cornette. He's fouled. McDaniels came.
Then the Spurs picking up Luke Cornette.
82% shooter this season. They signed him to a 4-year, $41 million deal, and it has been worth it. He's done everything they've needed him to do.
Oh, yeah, it's been outstanding. Look, what the front office there with the Spurs have done in construction of great coaching by
Consistency in how San Antonio has done this. We know that they hadn't been to the playoffs in a while, but it didn't change the way that they were approaching how to build their franchise.
No, it didn't. But I'll tell you what, the pressure that goes with being the GM, Brian Wright with that gray beard now, he's very young. I mean, and yet the stress of that position.
You know what? We're going to hook him up with the Monks.
Absolutely. I think that would help him.
30-22, San Antonio. Reed, they shade with a second defender. Shannon, it's intercepted by Champagnie.
I didn't like that pass. I mean, I understand he wanted to get it to Gobert on the mismatch, but
the fade goes down for Fox.
again, the inability to stop those guards from penetrating. I think they have to force the ball middle more and come early with the help. Forget coming off shooters. Don't even worry about that at this point. You have got to keep these guards out of the paint.
Cornette gets a piece of the Shannon attempt. And or visit the NBA app for the latest info. Conley, the jumper is pure.
Well, he's been on fire here in the playoffs, shooting a three. 48% coming in after shooting only 34% during the regular season.
Johnson forcing the action, couldn't finish. Cornette is there. Mile 7.
Well, both in the regular season and the playoffs, Cornette's been their best offensive rebounder, ahead of Wembanyama and everyone else on the team.
The Euro by Reed, Cornette a factor over Minnesota, the starting guards, 23-9 in favor of the Spurs.
And you see Gobert out of the game again as Wemby's in, going small. And it is so tough to finish with Wemby inside.
Off the Edwards miss, Reed couldn't hit from the side.
Udonis Haslem brought up an incredible stat on Minnesota before the game. 41% of their points in the Denver series on dunks and layups. Only 23% of their points in this series.
Oh, Harper darting towards the rim. Champagnie hits him. Dylan Harper has an extremely high basketball IQ. San Antonio, 9 of 11 in the paint. Fend off there by Randall.
They've got to shrink the floor and get back in the paint against this team.
Reed has a screen from Randall. Now he's got Castle defending him. Reed works in. Kick out. Randall can't hit the three. McDaniels trying to keep it alive. Dug out of there by Fox. Lead feed. Wemby, too easy. The French flush and the foul. Victor Wembanyama has given the Spurs their largest lead of the night. 41-27, just over a minute gone by in the second quarter. Edwards. Champagnie extends out defensively. Edwards puts it up short and rebounded by the rookie Bryant.
Those shots are the ones Chris Finch talked about. Those in-between shots, mid-range jumpers, runners, floaters have not worked.
Oh, ridiculous angle. Wembanyama finishes off the...
So now a 40% three-point shooter here in the playoffs.
Minnesota has made just 2 of its last 12 field goal attempts. Shot clock is winding down. Reed has to hoist, and it's way off. Bryant tracks it down, gets it ahead. Timberwolves have gone ice cold. San Antonio continues its scorching pace. 65% from the field. And a foul called. McDaniels got wrapped. Castle, drive underneath, kick it for Bryant. Bryant missed it. Offensive rebound. Castle muscles it in. And the foul goes to the window, and a chance at a conventional. It's not that they're scary right now. It's that they could be scary for the next 12 years.
Them in Oklahoma City both. I mean, it's just unbelievable what's going to happen.
10-0 to start the second. Champagnie kept it in bounds, or did he? James Capers blows the whistle.
No, the ball definitely went out of bounds, but the whistle, I think, is an absolute necessity.
No Dante DiVincenzo, ruptured Achilles against Denver in the first round. Edwards bounce it. Sumu lines it up. It's off.
Well, that's the first time they came and doubled Edwards. He got the ball to Sumu, wide open three, just couldn't knock it down.
Castle penetrates, bounces back door. Wembanyama couldn't finish.
I don't like Randall's body position, though. He's forcing Wembanyama to the rim. I don't like that at all. Let him come off the screen.
Missed by Randall, leads to a break. Bryant had it blocked by Dosunmu and a foul.
to none for Minnesota. And look, they're outscoring them 21-8.
Qualified.
Why do I not qualify?
Okay, you can apply. Offensive rebound. Harper drive and kick. Wembanyama extra. Vassell got a three.
But again, touch. Harper in the paint, kick it out, extra pass. If they don't shrink the floor and keep these guards out of the paint, they have absolutely no chance to win this game.
It's now 14-0 in the second. Edwards can't get Minnesota off the schneid. Up ahead, lob it, Bryant can fly. Hammer jam. It is all Spurs right. Favor of the Spurs.
Yeah, incredible. But look, you know why everybody, our viewers, really like the Google deep dives, Ian?
What's about that? Minnesota is 0 of 10 in the second quarter, and there's a foul.
And I mean, look at the lineup they have on the floor right now.
They went long-term on the likes of Keldon Johnson and Devin Vassell. They believed in those guys and then just kept adding pieces along the way. Foul is called out front. So at all in the postseason.
Well, no, and the 56 is a little deceptive because 49 of those 56 games of playoff experience from the starters have come this season as Wembanyama gets another block.
Wembanyama running the floor. Vassell can't hit the three. Wemby, no look to Harper. Harper underneath, goes to work on the inside. Wow.
I mean, this is just incredible.
This is a clinic. Shannon, drive, and he scores, plus the foul. Wembanyama will pick it up.
Took them.
I would.
We've seen shot blockers, but shot blockers who can cover the amount of grounds he can cover, incredible.
Well, the other part of it, too, is then you'll see him on the other end of the floor after blocking the shot. There's a foul called out front, and it's going to go the other way. So it's not just a block 30. Keep in mind, Game 5 was tied at 61 with 7.5 to go in the third quarter, and then it was a TKO. The miss by Shannon. Harper, lob it up, and a knock away by Minnesota. Shannon accelerates, and he finishes. San Antonio. Fox, Castle, Vassell, Bryant, and Cornette, the five on the floor for the Spurs.
Well, and this is where they like Gobert on the floor against Cornette because he doesn't have to worry about the three and he can just protect the rim, which he's great at.
Castle comes up short. Rebound, Reed. Reed, Gobert, Edwards, Conley, and Shannon for the Timberwolves. Reed takes it at the chest of Cornette and draws the foul.
Well, Finch talked about it before the game. The two games they won in this series, they scored over 50. In the other three that they lost, they were under 40 paint points in each of those games.
Currently at 18, San Antonio is plus 10 right now in that category. Fox defended by Edwards, screen Cornette, and there is a foul call.
Their defense out on the floor, now creating foul problems, 3 on.
And he's got 11 points. So Wemby has 11, Fox with 11, Castle with 17. 58-35, Spurs. Shannon forcing the action, and he floats it in.
Shannon's a scorer, and I think he's established himself in this postseason run that he's at least a legitimate rotation player in this league.
Fox the flip.
But again, he's down deep in the paint. They've got to get help earlier on the perimeter and make him kick the ball out.
Taking it to the rim, Shannon is a major factor right now for Minnesota, and it's out of bounds. Castle lost it.
Yeah, if they have a chance at coming back, they've got to change that.
Shannon had it blocked on the inside, out of bounds.
San Antonio, and they've made 6 threes. You got to take something away.
Edwards splits defenders, but comes up short. Long rebound to Shannon. Spray it to the outside. Conley connects for 3.
Well, they got it back down to 18. which doesn't sound great, but after being down 29.
Fox probing, kicks it out for Vassell. 8 to shoot, 4.5 to go, second quarter. Vassell on a spin, rims out, grabbed by Reed, and fouled by Cornette.
There you go.
Is currently 18. Shannon handling it. Now a switch out front. He's got Vassell. Shannon makes his move. Hard drive, blocked by Vassell. Out of bounds with 9 to shoot. They were number 2 in the NBA this season in blocks, 5.8 per game. They're averaging only 3.5 in the playoffs. The miss there by Gobert. Gobert just 2 field goal attempts. He has yet to score. Wembanyama makes his move on Gobert. Kick it out, Vassell. Now it's Harper, lines it up. Bullseye, a 3.
I mean, if this guy's going to make threes, he and Castle, and the ability to get to the rim, you got a lot of years of not being able to guard this team.
Quick answer, though, from the Timberwolves and Anthony Edwards. Right now, San Antonio is 7 of 14 from three-point range. Wembanyama, foul was called. It was not a shot. Victor Wembanyama bangs in a pair, and the lead is back up to 21. Edwards handling it, double team.
Edwards.
McDaniels on a kick for Conley. Curls, outside, Reed, shooting practice. It's a 3.
They can get great shots like that out of the double teams. They just got to convert them, and they haven't done it consistently in the series.
16 for Naz Reid. Castle, aggressive, hangs and hits.
Again, Castle all the way to the rim and just able to overpower the much smaller Mike Conley.
19 for Stefan Castle. Edwards using the Conley screen, turns the corner, and soaring to the rim for 2. After the made basketball gets to
stabilized and outscored them 22-11 since that 20-0 start in this quarter. Unfortunately, when you're down 29 points, you can't stabilize. You've got to.
He is living at the free throw line. Now 5 of 6.
2% from 3.
And he missed them both.
Excellent free throw defense there by Minnesota.
You coached that, Stan?
Well, I tried.
Edwards takes the runway and lands the play.
Well, he has just decided 3 times in a row to go right at Wembanyama, and he's converted all 3 times.
67-51. Knock away and a turnover. McDaniels leading the break right down the middle. Kick out. Edwards got a 3. The Ant-Man with a downtown connect.
Game in the second.
Yeah, play like it's 0-0. I mean, it's hard to put a team away, especially on the road. So we expect them to come out with energy, but I like the way we've been playing, so we're going to try to keep it up.
Thanks for your time. Good luck in the second half. Ian, back to you.
All right, Cassidy, Anthony Edwards, the miss from long range. The Aaron Fox is out there. It was a right ankle issue. Victor Wembanyama misses from three-point territory.
That's a terrible shot, not because he can't make the 3, but because they didn't do anything to attack Minnesota's defense first.
Hard drive, McDaniels, no. Gobert is going to get called for the foul against Denver. That was a different era with different scoring numbers.
I wasn't even alive in 1983.
Let me do the math. Vassell, swing. The jumper goes. It's silky smooth for De'Aaron Fox.
Wembanyama gets all the attention, and look, it's all deserved, but these guards for San Antonio are outstanding.
McDaniels gets around Wembanyama. Ball is hopping. Randall to the corner. McDaniels, baseline, left hand, it goes. That was creative.
Tough shot. It's McDaniels' first bucket of the night.
He is 1 of 7 from the field. Castle flips it up, draws the foul.
Teams, the way they attack when Wembanyama's in the game, as opposed to win.
2 blocks. 79-63 Spurs. Shannon getting the nod here.
Shannon was good in the first half. This guy can attack the basket as he does there.
Gobert, denied by Wembanyama. Kick, Champagny, short. Rebounded by Randall. Trying to push the pace. Edwards trailing. They'll find him. Edwards, push shot. No. Gathered by Wembanyama.
And why that tough push shot? Because Victor Wembanyama lurks at the rim.
And Wembanyama puts it in with the left hand. Minnesota has attempted 17 more shots than San Antonio, yet the Spurs have made 3 more. Kick it out. Shannon, in and out on a 3.
Yeah, look, you're trying to come back. You get a wide open 3, you're going to have to make it.
Castle the spin, and he draws the foul. 21 points, 73% shooter. Big East Freshman of the Year, then the NBA Rookie of the Year. A lot of accolades.
Well, there's going to be a lot more to come in this guy's career. He's a great player, and his shooting's improved, which was the only weakness really that he had coming into the league.
Dosunmu had to loop it up high, and he converts. Champagny all the way to the rim for 2.
Well, you just can't do that. You just got a bucket at the rim, and then you come right back and just give it to him in transition.
Reed, hard drive. Kick it out, Dosunmu. Fling it for Randall. 10 to shoot. Extra. Shannon fakes out Wemby and slams it down. Hammer time for Terrence Shannon Jr. Wembanyama gives it up and it bounces. 84-67. San Antonio, 8.5 to go in the third quarter of Game 6. Spurs lead 3 games to 2. Fox, the off-balance delivery. It rattles home.
That's a tough shot. Nothing wrong with the defense there. Very difficult.
Gobert on the bench for the Timberwolves. Reed, fend off on Castle. Drive it, kick it, extra. Randall, he's been searching, and it's short.
Well, he is under 20% on threes in this series.
Vassell, no. And the rebound to Shannon. 19-point game. Reed. One and done.
Boy, great shot created by Terrence Shannon. Deep in the paint, draws Wembanyama, sprays the ball out. You've got to convert those.
They are 6 of 21 from downtown. That's 29%.
9%. That's not going to get it done against the San Antonio defense that, for all intents and purposes, takes the paint away.
Quick move, Wembanyama, no. Harper just checked into the game with the rebound. Clear it, Harper with 8 to shoot. Loop it, catch made, and he's fouled. Upcoming national TV. And tack on another. We will hit 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Carter Bryant back in for the Spurs. McDaniels will line it up and knock it down for 3.
That's his first made 3. They need he and Randall to get going. Edwards is going to see double teams.
Vassell snaps in a triple.
On one pass against the zone. You got to be able to cover the first pass.
Shannon anticipating the contact. He lays it in.
This year, then he had the injury, then hadn't gotten down the Timberwolves here in the postseason, that he's somebody who can help them.
Castle's jumper. Cha-ching for 3.
Well, I mean, indefensible.
McDaniels for 2 and 1. 3-pointers tonight, and we still have 6:17 to go in the third.
Give these going away without a fight, at least.
Castle defended by Reed. Castle, he bounced it off of Reed's foot. Minnesota is running. Edwards, hard drive, couldn't finish it. Cornette there defensively.
I know Edwards thought he got fouled, but he's got to get back in this play.
Bryant knock away by Reed.
Got to get back in the play and play. Udonis Haslem talked about it before the game. San Antonio's the team with less experience. They've been the more poised team in this series.
Castle is lethal. 28 points. And that ball.
Playing solid basketball.
Castle, kick. Castle. He's human. And it's good.
Enough that he actually likes coming off the bench. He says he's embraced being that energy guy, making his impact the moment he steps on the floor. And one of those reasons is that he's spending a lot of time with a guy who redefined what coming off the bench could look like, and now serves as a special advisor with the tip from his own experience. And clearly Manu's also watching closely as he loved his coast-to-coast dunk in Game 5, guys.
Cornette with a follow off the Bryant miss.
Personally, I hated Manu Ginobili.
Oh, did you?
Yes, absolutely hated him.
You don't mean personally.
I don't even know him personally. It's just, he made life very tough on me when I was trying to coach against him.
Cornette finishes on the inside. And San Antonio starting to pull away again. 99-76. McDaniels missed on the jam. Harper, give it up for Fox. Contact. Fox left alone. And Fox hits. Got him on a three.
And he's 3 for 3 from 3.
And the lead has ballooned. 26. McDaniels. Short one. No, nothing going down right now for the Timberwolves. Keeping the pressure on. Cornette hits the deck. What a finish by Vassell.
I mean, imagine the pressure of a first-time head coach. You're following Greg Popovich, arguably the
season higher for San Antonio from 5.5 regular season. They honor the spirit, resilience, and unity that have shaped our nation for 2.5 centuries. Please join us as we honor America.
And that last free throw was Anthony Edwards' only point here of the third quarter. And give San Antonio credit. Anthony Edwards started to heat it up. He was trying to take over the game, and they went right back to double teaming him. San Antonio now trying to face guard Edwards all the way away from the basket. Double teaming here.
McDaniels hangs, couldn't finish it. Cornette protects it. The rebounding numbers now 41-20 in favor of the Spurs. Fox, lefty against lefty with Conley. Fox, the back end. The turn. Off the rim. Edwards head on a swivel. Makes his move on Harper. Gives it up. McDaniels three. Bullseye.
Great play by Ed. Down another one.
McDaniels has 11 in the third quarter. 13 overall. Harper. Drive and kick. Bryant. Swing Vassell. Put it behind his back. Conley got a piece. Shot clock winding down. Vassell rimming out. And cleared by Reed. We approach 2 minutes to go in the third. 24-point lead for the Spurs. Edwards jumper. It's off.
Great screen by Rudy Gobert.
Bryant. Pass to the outside. Vassell doesn't go. Reed will bring it across. Swing, McDaniels. Inside, Gobert. Doesn't get the roll.
Gobert has not scored today.
Harper. Boy, he does it at his speed.
Wow.
Never out of control.
No. Explosive, strong.
Edwards jumper is good. It's a three.
First bucket.
And Harper, overall pick in the draft.
Team sets great screens and rolls, protects the rim, doesn't make very many mistakes.
Edwards floats it up. Off the mark for the Timberwolves tonight. Coming up on Thursday, 30 Eastern.
think I'm going to go to a Liberty game a week from Sunday with my daughter Kelly and my daughter Allie and her husband who are season ticket holders.
Well, thank you for updating us on your schedule.
Yeah, I'll have more of my schedule later. But
clearly
that one was relevant.
what America wants.
Yes. Oh, no, they do. I constantly get asked about it by viewers. Where are you going in the coming week?
They actually have no means in which to contact you, so I don't know if you're just hearing these things.
Should I give out?
Edwards off balance. Wembanyama with the one-handed rebound and the flick ahead for Castle. 8-second differential, shot clock to game clock. 110-84 Spurs. They've outscored Minnesota 36-23 in the third. Castle, they'll line it up. Wembanyama couldn't grab it, slapped out of there. Dosunmu trying to track it down and doing what they did against Orlando in the first round.
Yeah, that is the fourth elimination game in these playoffs that the Pistons have won. 2 of them. Game 6 is on the road.
Dylan Harper with the spin and the touch. Dosunmu trying to take it hard to the hole.
Are going to be in the gaps. It's going to be much, much harder
for Dosunmu. So the score, that's 75%. 8 of 10 from three-point territory. Then they roll Harper in there. He's 6 of 7 from the field with 15 points. The veteran, Harrison Barnes, and he strokes a 3.
And like Cornette, one of 2 guys on this young, inexperienced San Antonio team who has played in a lot of playoff games and has won an NBA championship. Him as a starter with the Golden State Warriors.
And Barnes was a starter for the Spurs for a portion of this season, and Mitch Johnson started to settle in on a new rotation, new starting 5, and obviously he's pushed all the right buttons.
Oh, absolutely. He started 52. It is still a courageous move by Mitch Johnson. It's not as if the making his first appearance here in the 4th quarter.
Dosunmu, it's goaltending.
Well, it has, because that's the way San Antonio wants to play, to take advantage of their athleticism and their depth. And for Minnesota, they want to play fast to try to take Wembanyama's defensive ability out of the game.
Tracked down there by Barnes, another opportunity. Champagnie cashes in as he pops the court for 3.
Just one way, this is not a one-man team.
Dosunmu, ball fake, missed the layup. Castle the other way. Champagnie, give it up. Wembanyama, roll it down. And now this. Download the app. Play your game. 120-90 Spurs. Shannon gets inside for the deuce.
I'll tell you what, Terrence Shannon is a lot like San Antonio's guards in terms of his ability to get to the rim. He's got to become a more consistent shooter, but he can get to the rim.
Castle, short, grabs the rebound. Barnes can't hit the 3. Skying for it is Harper, and it's knocked out of bounds.
Tell you what,
Shannon stops on a dime, cut by Dosunmu, and it was blocked. A rejection for Luke Cornette. Champagnie, count it, a 3. So that's 11 blocks compared to 1 for the Timberwolves. Left-handed layup doesn't go for Edwards. San Antonio continues to apply pressure. Barnes, extra, Champagnie, book it, a 3.
It's their 17th made 3 tonight.
They are 17 of 35. That's 49% for the number 2 seed in the Western Conference. 8:19 to go. Shannon, bottom.
Look, he's an important part of their future going forward. You know, his development here in the playoffs, the confidence he can take from that, the confidence that Chris Finch and his staff have developed in him.
And Castle gets to the rim once again.
Clearly, that's just not part of my makeup.
Beringer is in, and there have been changes across the board for both teams. Clark, Anderson, Phillips, and Highland, all for Minnesota. Waters with the floater for San Antonio. Also into the game is Jordan McLaughlin. Olynyk. Barnes remains in there along with Cornette. Kyle Anderson misses on the chippy. And we still have 7:18 to play here in the fourth quarter. Lopsided game 6 in favor of the San Antonio Spurs. Olynyk misses on a 3-ball. And it's rebounded by Jalen Clark. Anderson over to Bones Highland. He's never shy, and he misses on a 3-ball.
Now, Bones Highland can score a lot of points in a hurry.
So the Spurs are going to wrap up this series in 6 games on the road here at the Target Center. Minnesota season is going to come to a close. The 6th seed in the Western Conference. They beat Denver in 6 games in the opening round.
Which was phenomenal, by the way. For them to win game 6 without, no, quite possibly the entire season.
Possibly.
And they've really only got 7 guys, and that's counting Terrence Shannon, whose experience is limited. Look, Tim Conley's got his work cut out for him. Same thing about Eric Spoelstra in Miami, that their talent gets overrated, their talent and their depth, because these kind of coaches like Chris Finch do more with less, but you can't contend like that. They need more talent on this basketball team. They've got a great coach, they've got a good core, but they need is probably going to come in for Harrison Barnes, and the Spurs are going to go to their 3 center.
It's the big bench lineup for the Spurs. Waters peeks at the clock, 5 to shoot. Just over 5 minutes to play. Olynyk will fire off the mark, and it's rebounded by Clark. Clark to drive. Biyombo with a block, but a foul. Straight year. Lost to Oklahoma City situations before, but the difference this time around is this is a San Antonio team that has locked in to who they are, what their identity is. Olynyk bangs in a triple. And the Spurs right now are
difference in talent is what it was. I mean, this Spurs team is outstanding, and they're not only realist team. And that next round is going to be iconic. That's the word Steve Kerr used to me in a text about that upcoming second round. It's going to be iconic, and it could be what we see over the next half-dozen years in this league. These 2 teams battling it out. San Antonio won 4 out of the 5 meetings during the year, and that first one was in the NBA Cup, where Oklahoma City came in with a 16-game winning streak and a 24-1 record, and then San Antonio beat them for the first time after they had won 16 in a row, and then beat them 2 more times, December 23rd and the 25th, before Oklahoma City got a win in January. And then San Antonio set a lot of their guys in the February game, so essentially these teams haven't really met in 4 months.
Back in by Biyombo, had the Rick Mahorn chair taken out from. They were really the only ones this year to be the Thunder Whisperers.
They really were. I mean, that team, as Biyombo blocks another shot in the year and scored 6.5 points more than what Oklahoma City normally gave up. And the biggest reason, Oklahoma City relies on creating turnovers. They were 2nd in the league in steals, 2nd in the league in turnovers forced, 1st in points off of turnovers, but they didn't get any of that against San Antonio. San Antonio was able to take care of the ball against them, and if that happens, then you have a real chance to beat 2 years ago. You know, they were the #1 seed actually at the time, but made their first playoff, this young team, over the hump in the Western Conference Finals.
Well, there's no doubt this is ahead of schedule for San Antonio.
I honestly, going into the season, and I think if you could get them to be real honest, the San Antonio people would tell you the same thing. And that would be a good season, a good step for them, having been under 500 last year. This is way ahead of schedule, but this team certainly looks like a championship caliber team.
The bucket for McLaughlin, the veteran. All window dressing right now, 137 to 106. And reaction from the podium as well. Full recap of the highlights. Final
so he's
minute.
doing our job on top of everything else. Yeah.
minute 24 left. Plumlee the reverse jam. 139 to 109. Spurs. Phillips can't hit the three. Tapped over to McLaughlin. Get it in, Biyombo. Plumlee had it blocked by Beringer.
And I think he's got a chance. Now, can he come quickly enough in this loaded Western Conference to be a part of the rotation? That I'm not sure of.
Under a minute to go. The San Antonio Spurs will get it done in Game 6 on the road. Behind the back. Look out, Plumlee.
Well, you're full of predictions.
And that is going to do it. For the first time since 2017, the Spurs and the Thunder for the right.